Welcome to the Medical Educator video diaries. This is another diary in the series looking at common interview questions that are asked of candidates. And it's one of a series of video diaries. One of the commonest questions I've been asked at medical interviews is, please can you tell me your weaknesses or your flaws? So thinking of it rationally, why would I tell a prospective employer all my bad points? So, for example, if I said I'm a bit lazy, I often arrive to work late, sometimes I can be a bit slapdash, and really my clinical knowledge really isn't up to the mark. I don't think that's going to really get you any marks in a medical interview. So the humorous and amusing way I've taken this rather poor interview question in my eyes is actually reverse it and simply list a series of positive outcomes. So you could say, sometimes I worry about my flaws, being that I feel the need to recheck some particular prescriptions over and over again to make sure they're correct. Even though I've done it twice, I then go back again and check it a third time. Or you could say, I often run through all of my clinical decisions at the end of the day and then have to recheck my documentation and prescriptions to make sure that I haven't made an error, even though I was quite certain at the time I'd used the correct reference material. Essentially, what you're listing there is a series of strengths. And depending on the skills of the people interviewing you, you may then be told you've just listed a series of strengths, or they may just lap up everything you've just told them. The way to deal with the interviewers telling you that you've listed a series of strengths is to then proceed on listing more strengths as potential weaknesses. And really this game can continue ad infinitum. But really you need to be prepared to list some what can be seen in some fields as weaknesses as strengths, because what you're trying to do is maximise the return from the interview that you're having. Now, I'm not suggesting at any stage that you should mislead or lie to the people that are carrying out the interview, but really it's unfortunate that people unprepared for these sort of interviews may have no answer at all to that sort of question. And really, again, an interview is part of a summative assessment, which is peer referenced, i.e. the top one or top two will get the job. Questions like that I don't think are appropriate. However, unfortunately, you will be asked them in the interview setting.